Hey guys, welcome to Proud Animator. In this video, we are going to learn how to animate along the path in After Effects, and in the process, we are going to learn how to animate a paper plane. So for that, this is the illustration we are going to use in this lesson, and this is how I have separated the layers in Adobe Illustrator. So this is the background layer, and here there are few triangles, one for the front face and this for the back portion of the plane. So let's undo it and let's import it in After Effects and let's jump into the animation process. So now let's create a new composition. I'm going to keep a full HD resolution of 1920:1080 and the frame rate of 30 frames per second and a duration of 30 seconds in the timeline and press OK. Let's import the illustration layer. Let's drag it into the timeline and let's open the composition. Let's select the paper plane layers, excluding the background, and pre-comp it together. Let's open the window and let's turn these layers into shape layers. Let's delete the illustration layers and let's rename the layers. Alright, now let's select the L joint, which is the left side of the joint, which is this one, this dark shaded one. We're going to move the anchor point of this layer and put it over here. Same with this one. Select the R joint, which is this one. This is another dark shaded layer. And we're going to move this anchor point and put it at this junction. Alright, so after that, we are going to create a full 3D plane with this layers. So for that, let's convert these layers into 3D layers. So right now, we have to select these two layers, this left side and the right side. Open the rotation property and change the values of rotation in such a way that these two junction joins together. But it is very difficult to do it in this view. So we are going to change the view and change this to 4 views. So this is the active camera view. This is the top view, front view, and the right side of the view. Now we have to simply change the values of the rotation and properly adjust it in a same plane. So I have already done that, and these are the values that comes in a final result, and it looks like an actual paper plane. So for the wings, let's change the x-axis to 1.2. For the left side, let's change the anchor point, the angle of the x-axis to 14.5 and this one to 110.5 and this one to minus 19. At the same time, this one will be simply invert of this one. So we have to copy this, paste it over here. Copy this, paste it over here. And for the z-axis, we have to copy and paste it over here. So the z-axis will be invert because this is the z view. So you can see this should be invert as well as this one as well, the y-axis. So right now it looks like a proper paper plane from all the views. So this is what you have to do. This is the top view. And the wing is slightly tilted, so this is the front part of it. Now if we see this in this view, then we have to convert the layer in 3D, but right now if we just move it in 3D, it will act as a simple paper. So we have to turn on the rasterize for that, and right now it actually looks like a paper plane like this. So it's pretty cool. So like this, you can create a 3D plane in After Effects. By the way, I'm going to provide the illustration file in the link in the description. You can collect it from there and try it on your own and create a 3D plane like this. And after that, follow along with the lesson. So now let's animate the plane. So let's scale it down. Let's scale down to 60%. And after that, let's draw a path with the help of pen tool. So let's turn off the visibility of this plane and select this pen tool and let's draw a path. While drawing a path, you need to keep one thing in mind, that the highest and the lowest point is where the bezier handles should be over here in this path. So in the similar way I am doing, this is how should be that path. Alright, so right now we're going to turn on the paper plane and open the path property of this particular shape. Simply select the path property and Ctrl C to copy the property. Open the position of this plane and paste it over here, and you can see some keyframes have been added over here. Now let's bring the work area end over here by pressing N. Let's preview the animation. You will see some weird animation like this. So let's delete the position, and first of all let's select the layer, go to transform and go to auto orient, and you need to turn on this auto orient along the path and press OK. And after that, if you try to copy and paste the path over here, you will see that the path is being oriented properly, but we need to give an initial rotation over here in the direction of this path. So this is the direction of the path, and let's turn off this path layer and let's check it now. Well, it is orienting, but of course we have to improvise the animation as well, but it is properly just aligning with the path right now. So right now let's get inside the motion graph editor, change this one to speed graph, and let's preview the animation. So right now, first of all, select these two end keyframes and change to easy keyframes. And right now you can see something like this in the speed graph. So select all these keyframes. So these are, by the way, are the roving keyframes. If we change the position of these keyframes, you can see the position of these keyframes are also continuously changing to maintain a proper ratio between them. So we have to jump inside the motion graph editor and change this to auto bezier keyframes. Select this one and slightly move and change this one to auto bezier as well, this one as well, and this one as well. And in the speed graph, you have to keep in mind that the more the height in this speed graph is, the more will be the speed. So at this particular point, the speed will be more compared to this point. So at this particular point is where it is at the lowest point. This is where it should be accelerating, because it is coming down and then going up, and at this point it should be deaccelerating. So we have to bring this down and pull it up a bit, slightly bring it down as well, and at this point as well it is deaccelerating. So let's give an slight ease over here, and after that at this point is again, so this was where it is deaccelerating, after that it is again accelerating. We have to pull it up a bit and after that at this point it is again deaccelerating. So let's bring it down like this. But this curve looks weird because if we play it, it is going to play in a weird manner. So because of this particular graph is not that smooth, so we have to readjust the timing over here, because this is where the maximum speed should be, but the maximum speed of this curve is somewhere around here. So we have to make this the maximum one. So let's change it back upwards, and after that, so this also we have to change. Let's move it sidewise, and we have to move it up a bit, and also change this, the position of this keyframes as well. And also let's change the position of this keyframe as well. Okay, so we have to move it up again because this is where it should be accelerating. So we have to move this up as well. Now let's move the work area end over here, and let's preview the animation right now. So let's adjust the graph even more. So we have to select this one and let's move it even further, and also move the distance between this one as well a bit. So you have to keep in mind that the highest and the lowest point should be the highest and the lowest one. I mean, there shouldn't be any spike from over here or over here. So you have to keep in mind about that. And also the curve is not that smooth, so we have to make it smooth over here. Alright, so this one is looking pretty nice. So we are going to go with this one. So we can even add some rotation in the y-axis as well. So let's put a keyframe over here. At this point, we are going to rotate it this side a bit, or rather in the opposite side. And from here, we are going to rotate it a full 360 degrees. So let's put one over here. Let's check it now. And also over here we can also add another half rotation. Let's check it. Alright, so like this you can animate along the path in After Effects, and this is the way you can even add a 3D plane in After Effects. So I have provided the illustration file in the link in the description. Go collect it and do try it on your own, and do let me know if you have any doubt regarding the lesson. So that is it for this lesson. If you liked it, then make sure to hit the like button. If you have any doubt regarding the lesson, make sure to comment down. I will be happy to help you out. And if you are here for the first time, make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the bell notification button to stay notified for all the future updates. Until then, goodbye.